Hello, welcome to the film review on BBC News. To take us through this week's cinema releases, maybe some singing, here's Mark Kermode.
You cannot have failed to notice that out this week is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I know you're a huge ABBA fan, I can't wait to discuss this with you. Also out this week, Hotel Artemis, a future noir thriller with Jodie Foster. And The Receptionist, a low-budget but brave film from Jenny Liu.
Here we go again.
So, now, first question, where do you stand on the first Mamma Mia?
Yeah, you see, massive ABBA fan of more than 40 years standing.
Yeah.
Really didn't think the first one was very good.
OK, see, the thing is, I watched the first one and I thought, this isn't very good, this isn't very good, this isn't very good. Oh, good heavens, I'm completely going with it, I'm in tears. And I was completely sold.
Were there tears? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, there was tears. And so 10 years later, I thought, you know, they can't possibly repeat this phenomenon, because it was one of those things, it really questioned my entire ideas of good and bad, and whether or not there was any role for critics in the world. So now, a decade after the original, we have a prequel-sequel hybrid. Yes, structurally, it's Godfather 2. And so back in 1979, Lily James is the young Donna. She graduates from Oxford and she goes off on the holiday that's the beginning of all the trouble. In the present day, her daughter, Amanda Seyfried, is opening the newly refurbished Hotel Belladonna, and she is calling around some old friends because history is repeating itself. See what I did there?
I see where it's going.
Look into his angel eyes, one look and you're hypnotized. He'll take your heart and you must pay the price. Look into his angel eyes, you'll think you're in paradise. And one day you'll find out he wears a disguise. Don't look too deep into those angel eyes. Oh no, 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 no.
I don't think it's camp enough.
OK, here's what I feel. Well, firstly, isn't Julie Walters, in terms of physical comedy, she so, you know, on a technical level, you know, OK, so I think this is actually slicker than the original. It's directed by Ol Parker. The original was Philip Lloyd. This has sort of slightly smoother camera moves. There are slightly better choreographed dance sequences. Because it's happening in split time and temporal structures, we get these scenes which mirror each other. So from the point of view of construction of a film, right, it's really good. We have all the old cast back again and some new cast members playing the old cast in their younger incarnations. They're a very, very likeable cast. I mean, you know, Lily James could charm the birds out of the trees. None of that would matter if the thing didn't have any emotional punch, and it did. About 10-15 minutes in, that sequence when they do, you know, When I Kissed the Teacher, I started having just a little cry, just a little quiet cry. Then, when Pierce Brosnan took a very gentle run at a song, because Pierce, God bless him,
bless him, he can't sing, can he?
No, but you know, it's
We're
like you can't sing, you can't dance, but you can still have the time of your life. And then, so here's the big question: what's the greatest ABBA song ever recorded?
Well, Dancing Queen.
No, wrong.
No,
interesting.
I'm right.
No, you're not. The greatest ABBA song ever recorded is My Love, My Life from Arrival.
Oh, that's beautiful, but that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, and the drama moves towards it. And I promise you, when My Love, My Life happened, and I won't spoil the moment that it happened, I was in floods of tears.
And knowing the song, I can imagine.
I was sobbing. I was actually having to stop myself from making a noise in the screening, because I thought all these other people, what on earth is he doing? I laughed, I smiled, I enjoyed it so much. I loved it to pieces. And you know, the thing you always think about a film is there any way in which this film could have been better? Well, I suppose having Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it might have, but other than that, no, it could not possibly have been improved upon. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. I cannot wait to go and see it again. It topped the original. It sent me out with
there's a thing, you see, you're saying that a sequel is better than the original. How often does that happen?
I'm saying that in the case of both the sequel and the original, I lost all sense of critical faculty, and I just felt myself going with it. And you know, I mean, were I a braver man, I would have been dancing in the aisles. It was, and particularly, you know, as things are at the moment, it's the film that you really need. And I promise you, if you can get through My Love, My Life without floods of tears, then you're dead to me. It's you know, it's kind of that and Mary Poppins at the moment. Those are the two touchstones. You will love it.
Well, I can tell that I will. And I didn't like the first one because I felt there were too many people in it who couldn't sing.
This is better.
And that really annoyed me.
Well, there are still some people. There are still some people who can't sing. But it's fine, because when they do the songs that matter, they can sing.
So, someone just said to me that we can't talk about this film for the whole programme, which is very disappointing.
I actually feel that we can.